Jesus didn't give his life so we could only have eternal life. He gave his life so that the life we live here on earth could be abundant. He came so everything done in his name would be abundantly better. And he never said we had to wait until January 1st of next year to get our do-over.
If you're working on getting that health in check and you fell off the wagon at dinner last night, he gives us a chance to make healthier decisions today. If we blew the budget last month, with Jesus we can have the self-control to take back our financial peace this month. If we didn't make that phone call yesterday to start rebuilding that relationship, today he gives us a chance to make it again. The creative process is the act of making new connections between old ideas or recognizing relationships between concepts. Creative thinking is not about generating something new from a blank slate, but rather about taking what is already present and combining those bits and pieces in a way that has not been done previously. All of this to say, claiming that I'm just not the creative type is a pretty weak excuse for avoiding creative thinking. Certainly, some people are primed to be more creative than others. However, nearly every person is born with some level of creative skill and the majority of our creative thinking abilities are trainable.
In 1960, the founder of Random House publishing firm challenged Dr. Seuss to write an entertaining children's book using only 50 different words. The result was a little book called Green Eggs and Ham. Here's what we can learn from Dr. Seuss.
Best-selling author Marcus Zusk estimated that he rewrote the first part of his population book The Book Thief 150 to 200 times. His work ethic and dedication tell us something crucial about how creative geniuses come up with great ideas.
Creating something useful and compelling is like being a gold miner. You have to sift through pounds of dirt and rock and silt just to find a speck of gold in the middle of it all. Bits and pieces of genius will find their way to you, if you give yourself permission to let the muse flow. No single act will uncover more creative genius than forcing yourself to create consistently. Practicing your craft over and over is the only way to become decent at it. The person who sits around theorizing about what a best-selling book looks like will never write it. Meanwhile, the writer who shows up every day and puts their butt in the chair and their hands on the keyboard, they are learning how to do the work.
If you want to do your best creative work, then don't leave it up to choice. Don't wake up in the morning and think, I hope I feel inspired to create something today. You need to take the decision-making out of it. Set a schedule for your work. Genius arrives when you show up enough times to get the average ideas out of the way.
Anyone who creates something on a consistent basis will begin to judge their own work. I write new articles every Monday and Thursday. After sticking to that publishing schedule for 3 months, I began to judge everything I created. I was convinced that I had gone through every decent idea I had available. My most popular article came 8 months later.